Some of the very best prospects in the eastern half of the United States were at the Next Level Grade 7-on-7 tournament in Myrtle Beach this weekend, and I was there to talk to all of them to see what the latest was in their recruitment. I want to start with 2026, big time 2026 quarterback Jared Curtis. Ohio State, Georgia, and South Carolina seem to be the leading contenders for him, but his recruitment is not close to being over just yet. He's going to take another close look at each of these three schools. He's also planning visits to Oklahoma, Texas, Texas A&M, and Alabama this spring to see what these coaching staffs have in the works for him and with their current teams. I really like what Marshall Pritchett is thinking in his recruitment. North Carolina has an official visit set with him for June 7th. Miami seems to be doing an excellent job with him. He was wearing Miami gloves for most of the tournament this weekend. South Carolina and Georgia Tech are also very much in the mix for him. Thomas Davis Jr., one of the top players in the 2026 class, has a visit coming up to Clemson and is working on trips to Notre Dame, Ohio State, North Carolina, Georgia, Virginia Tech, NC State, and maybe getting back up to Tennessee. It's going to be a busy spring for him. Of course, he's a Georgia legacy prospect. His dad was one of the best Bulldogs in history and obviously went on to an outstanding career with the Carolina Panthers. His teammate for the Carolina Star 7-on-7 team is Samari Matthews, also one of the best players in the 2026 class. He's got a lot of visits coming up this spring to check out practices at various schools. NC State on March 28th, West Virginia on March 29th, Tennessee on April 3rd, Miami on April 6th, North Carolina, Texas A&M, Virginia Tech, and South Carolina trips are also in the works. Watch out for the Gamecocks here. They're off to an excellent start in Matthews' recruitment, and it seems like that coaching staff is making inroads with his parents as well. Onis Kanambani, a four-star defensive back in South Carolina right now. He really liked Miami. After January, he took a visit there last month and seemed like the Hurricanes were probably trending as the leader for him. But their defensive backs coach, Jamil Ade, has taken a position with the Buffalo Bills, and so that's kind of set Miami back a little bit in his recruitment. So keep an eye on the Hurricanes to try to gain momentum again over the next few months. North Carolina seems like they're taking advantage of the situation. They've got an official visit scheduled for him on June 7th, and Penn State has an official visit scheduled for June 14th with him. Defensive back Chris Hewitt out of Maryland seems like he's favoring Maryland, Penn State, and Rutgers right now. Keep an eye on Rutgers here. His father was on the coaching staff there for a number of years, and it seems like the Scarlet Knights have a lot of connections going for them right now. And another Maryland prospect who was at the tournament this weekend supporting his teammates. He wasn't participating, but Jeff Exener is a big-time receiver prospect, and Maryland, Syracuse, South Carolina, and Wisconsin are likely going to get official visits from him. Sounds like Penn State is probably trending here for him. It doesn't sound like a decision is coming before the end of the summer, though. I would imagine that he takes this probably into the end of June, early July, somewhere in there for a potential decision. We'll see how things turn out for him there. Again, I'm Adam Friedman, National Recruiting Analyst and Rankings Director for Rivals.com. Please remember to subscribe to the Rivals.com YouTube channel and follow all of the Rivals social media accounts. And of course, you can find all of our content on Rivals.com.